We start with breaking news out of Moscow. The attorney for the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students wants his indictment thrown out. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Luna.
I'm Kirsten O'Connor. The defense says the grand jury process was not legal and there isn't enough to charge their client with murder. Our Natalie Grant is here in studio with these late-breaking developments in the case. Natalie?
Well, Kirsten, Aaron Kohberger's trial is supposed to start in just over 2 months now, but his attorneys filed a new motion saying the process to charge Kohberger was not legal under Idaho code. In 2 separate court filings, they cite irregularities with the grand jury process. In one motion, asking the judge to pause the proceedings, and in another, asking him to throw out the indictment altogether. Now, in Idaho, prosecutors can either use a preliminary hearing or a grand jury to determine if there's enough evidence to hold someone over for trial. In Kohberger's case, prosecutors empaneled a grand jury, but in a 23-page motion just made public late this afternoon, Kohberger's attorney criticized that process, saying the grand jury was not properly informed of the proof required for an indictment. They also say that there are irregularities with how the grand jury was seated, but did not elaborate on specifics. Now, if the judge does not dismiss this indictment, attorneys asked him to instead require that preliminary hearing. Prosecutors are making their own demands in this case, also filed today, a motion that would require the defense to specifically say where Kohberger says he was on the night of the murders. His attorneys last week said they planned to offer an alibi defense, but that the alibi would come out in the trial. The state says not so fast. They want the defense to disclose that alibi and any witnesses the defense would be calling to support it beforehand. A judge set a hearing on some of these matters for mid-August. Now, all of these documents are complicated and extensive, and you could read them all for yourself if you'd like. We have linked these motions in our top story right now on KXLY.com.